Here we are waiting for a swing bridge on our way north. Okay, they're actually opening the swing bridge 5 minutes early because this boat in between Viva La Vida and us here is a commercial fisherman, and he requested it, and commercial vessels don't have to wait until the scheduled opening. So and we are allowed to follow him through. So we'll be going a little earlier than we thought. Another little boat sneaking in here. He didn't even have to wait. Caught up in the flow here. This one does not necessarily make you wait until it's all the way open before you go. You can go when you're comfortable. This is the neighborhood around the marina here in Swansboro, North Carolina. Nice little shops. Quaint little place. Robin. And there's Elvis.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm on the corner of Front and Main Street in Swansboro, and it's a lot of old buildings that are like an old seafarers town, and it is just restaurants and shops and pubs. This is a hidden gem. We weren't meant to come here. There's a big fishing tournament in town, and it just so happens this was a spot that we needed to come to because they only had an opening for us. But just look at the buildings. They're really, really cool little buildings and shops. And that's a jewelry store. Oh, you know I like my rings. So enjoying Swansboro, a very, very nice little hidden gem. That's what the Loop is all about, finding these places that you just don't expect. Yeah, and it's fabulous here in Swansboro, North Carolina.
There are plenty of unique little shops and quaint things in this town, and cool vehicles even.
These ducks are all over town, everywhere. Hi guys.
There you go.
Oh, look at that, aren't they beautiful? Hi there.
Come, let Zoltar tell you more.
This is like candy heaven. Look at, they have Candyland on the ground. They have so much candy in here. So much candy. Here's our marina. It's Casper's Marina in Swansboro. It's right at the little end of town. A lot of rack storage here, smaller boats. Actually, the two of us are on the fuel dock. They had room for us. So we are on the fuel dock because we're bigger boats. So it's all relative. Sometimes we're a big boat, sometimes we're a little boat. And there we are. Good morning. We are at Swansboro, North Carolina this morning. It's about 7 a.m. We're going to depart around 8 a.m. today for a 5-hour ride to Oriental, North Carolina. Excited to go to Oriental because Bonnie, our top fan and a big Ramblers fan, good friend of ours, lives there. We'll get to see her. So we're on to see Bonnie in Oriental, North Carolina. On our way to Oriental, we are passing Morehead City, and they have lots of big ships here down on the end. And over on this side would be Atlantic Beach. It's a pretty smooth day today.
Come up past the breakwater. We're going to get Labita in, and we're going to bring you up. Number 5 is yours. You prefer to come in bow or stern, your choice?
We generally prefer bow in.
Roger, Cap. Bow in is going to give you a starboard side finger pier. It is a short finger pier. It is only about 18 feet long. You may want to back in because of that.
Viva La Vida is docking. This is our home for the next couple nights. A lot of sailboats. Oriental is known as the sailboat capital. Looks like there might be some shrimping boats, some fishing boats. So they're gonna stern in. That means their back is going in. Their back of the boat is called the stern. And and he has thrusters, so he can spin that baby pretty easy. We'll be going stern in, but we don't have thrusters, so it's all on Captain Dan and his amazing job of steering the boat in.
Here we are in a really interesting marina in Oriental, North Carolina. It's also a inn, got a pool and tiki bar and a restaurant, and we're sitting outside enjoying a beverage on Father's Day.
The Bean is a must-do for your ice cream and coffee pleasure. This place is open at 7 a.m. every day, and there's like always people here for bagels and coffee. It's right across from the marina, literally 50 steps. Horizon bound in the marina, it's right across from shrimp boats or shrimp trawlers. Those big outriggers right there go down on both sides, and they're filled with nets, and they scoop up all the shrimp. And there are thousands of species of different shrimp, and you know they're all good eating. So that is a good mainstay here where we're at in Oriental, North Carolina. What's really cool is the name of this particular shrimp trawler is the Blackbeard. And if you look really closely, he's on the bow with this big long black beard. Some fun facts about Blackbeard. His real name was Edward Teach, and he would put fuses in his beard and light them when he went into battle, so he looked more terrifying. So he'd be going, "Arr!" and his beard would be going, "Shh! Spark, 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 Arr! Spark, 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 Arr!" You get the picture. Arr. This little building used to be a little bar with a pool table and such. The woman's husband had passed away, and she had nothing to support herself, so she eventually looked up, what do we need in Oriental? Beer. They were not selling beer anywhere, so she opened up a bar, and during the 60s and 70s, she was able to raise her family and continue with her monetary gain. But now it's called the Spirit Shack. Before it was called the Spirit Shack, it was called Wit's End, because that woman was at her wit's end. Alrighty, I have some guests with us. They are Ramblerheads. Can y'all say your names?
I'm Bonnie.
I'm William.
I'm Abby.
Oh my gosh, they're one of our biggest fans, especially Bonnie. I knew Bonnie when she was this big.
And I used to babysit your kids.
And now, oh you gosh,
I did. Yeah.
You did.
Probably Jake.
Yeah,
Just-
baby Jake.
Yeah, Jake was little, and I babysat him.
You babysat baby Jake, so mommy and daddy could go out. Oh my goodness. Well, we're here in Oriental, North Carolina.
Yep.
And Bonnie and Will and Abby live how many minutes away?
About 30.
30 to 40 minutes away from
where?
here in New Bern, North Carolina.
New Bern, North Carolina.
Yep.
What brought you down to New Bern, North Carolina?
Will's family moved down here. They lived in Havelock for a little while. Now they live in the mountains.
Okay.
But we liked it so much here, we moved here and built a house here, and we stayed here.
Built a life and had baby. Did you ever babies here or up there?
Yeah, here.
They're North Carolinians, and none of you have accents.
Nope. Still have a little. Sometimes.
You know what? Somebody asked me
twang.
the other day. Somebody from North Carolina with a very, very heavy North Carolinian accent said, "Hey, where are y'all from?" And I said, "Why?" She goes, "'Cause your accent's so heavy." And I went, "Me?"
Right.
I said, "Michigan?" And she goes, "Oh yeah,
Yep.
Midwest."
Yeah.
She said Yankees.
I had the yes, exactly. I had the Midwest twang and twang. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys. They have been receiving packages for us. They lent us Abby lent us her car. Rock on, Abby. So we really appreciate you guys, and thank you for being Ramblerheads.
Yes, we love watching your adventures. And we get to be a part of one today. Woo!
Yay! And now we're going out to eat to M&M's here in Oriental, North Carolina.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119,
Bye. So he'd be going, "Arr!" and his beard would be going, "Shh! Spark, 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 Arr! Spark, 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 Arr!" You get the picture. Arr.